Hey everyone, a lot of you guys keep asking me which is the best phone under $240 right now, and I totally understand the confusion. There are just so many options. But worry not, I will help you choose the right budget phone for you in this video right here. So let's quickly get started. But before that, there is something that I need to tell you. I have not ranked these phones on a number 1 or number 2 basis. Rather, I have made 5 categories like best one for cameras, best one performance, best battery backup, etc., so that you can choose according to your needs. With this, the first phone I want to talk about is the Samsung Galaxy M35. If you're someone who takes a lot of photos, this is definitely the phone you should look at. First of all, Samsung's color optimization in the cameras is top-notch. The primary camera, in particular, produces really nice colors. And even though this is a budget phone, dynamic range is something Samsung processes particularly nice. It also does not miss out on an ultra-wide-angle lens. And more importantly, it shoots stable videos at 4K from both the front and the back cameras with good stabilization. The Galaxy M35 also has one of the best battery backups with its 6,000 mAh cell. I was easily getting like 8 to 9 hours of screen on time, which is just insane. And its Super AMOLED screen is also quite nice with rich colors. It is also one of the cheapest phones to have Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection for the display, so that is good too. Plus, we know Samsung provides the best software support as well. Even with the M35, while all the other phones in this price segment are basically stuck at a maximum of 2 years of updates, you can get 4 years of OS and 5 years of security updates, which is great for a budget phone. However, there are 3 things that are very average here. First, the Exynos 1380 is not the fastest chip in this price range. It is only good for regular usage and multitasking with 3 to 4 apps. Second thing is, you do not get a charger inside its box either. Third, the design, as you can see, is not very good. It's got a plastic back with a not-so-good hands-on feel. So if you want slightly better performance along with better looks and almost as good cameras as the M35, I think the Narzo 70 Pro or the Realme 12 Plus is one of the other options you can look for. First of all, the Narzo 70 Pro is one of the few devices that comes with a really nice glass design at this price, which looks very attractive. Second, I tested its cameras and found it competing very nicely with the Galaxy M35. You can see the phone is able to capture nice colors and details from its primary camera. Even the videography side is not bad, with 4K recording support from the rear camera. Other than that, here you're getting a nice AMOLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate and HDR support. There is IP54 rating too, which is missing on the M35. Its 5,000 mAh battery is enduring enough, and it comes with 45-watt fast charging support with the charger included inside the box. Likewise, you're getting slightly better performance than the M35 too. In games like PUBG, Call of Duty, the Narzo 70 Pro can give you stable 60 FPS gaming with stable 90 percentile too. It's actually a pretty well-rounded device under $240, except for the fact that you will get a lot of bloatware, so you will have to uninstall those for a cleaner software experience. Now, talking of cleaner software experience, if you're one of those people for whom software experience matters the most, then the CMF Phone one is definitely a good option for you. There is practically no bloatware apps in its UI. The phone has received at least 3 updates since its launch, and it's actually the only phone in this list to have received the July security patch already. Apart from that, the Dimensity 7300 is the second most powerful chipset in its price range, which means the Nothing Phone one is also a good gaming device in the sub-240 price segment. I tested PUBG, Call of Duty, and you can get almost stable 60 FPS in both the games here. Also, if you are a gaming enthusiast, you can even play a little bit of Genshin Impact in medium settings at around 30 frames per second too. Now, I am not sure if you're a fan of its interchangeable back design here, but I think it's really cool. You can literally put a different back panel and add a few accessories too. I even 3D printed my own customized back panel here, which is super cool. Anyway, the Nothing Phone one does have some cons of its own. First, like the Galaxy M35, you don't get a charger inside the box. Second, its haptics are pretty average for the price too. It's quite buzzy, so I disabled it altogether. And it only has a single speaker, so it does not give you the best multimedia experience either. Likewise, its cameras are not the best. It's inferior to what the Galaxy M35 or the Narzo 70 Pro offers. And by the way, you also don't get an ultra-wide-angle lens here. Okay, another phone that I like as far as software experience goes is the new Motorola G85. It will provide you with a very clean UI, and the phone has good enough specs overall. like a nice old display and a leather back design. But the only problem I have with the Motorola G84 is that Motorola sucks when it comes to timely software updates, and its cameras are pretty average too. Anyway, if you want the best multimedia experience under $240, I think you can go for the Poco X6. It has a very nice 12-bit 120Hz AMOLED screen with Dolby Vision support. Plus, you can see here, it has very thin bezels, which add up to the multimedia experience. Its stereo speakers are also the best in its price range. They are the loudest with good clarity and nice separation. Apart from that, the design here is nice too. It's a plastic back, but it's sturdy, and on the front you also get Gorilla Glass Victus protection. The performance side of things here is not bad either. With the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 running the show, you can actually get pretty decent FPS in games like PUBG or Call of Duty. Poco has also improved the cameras via a couple of software updates, and the camera performance now is decent enough. I wouldn't call it a good camera phone, but it is good enough for casual usage. In any case, if you don't prefer Poco devices, the Redmi Note 12 5G is also available for a similar price with the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 and a slightly better 108-megapixel camera. But I think the Poco X5 is still better value for money overall. Moving on, if you want the absolute best gaming performance under $240, I have two options for you, the iQOO Z9 or the Vivo T3. Both phones are basically the same, and here you can get the best FPS in games like PUBG, Call of Duty, or even Genshin Impact. Vivo has also optimized the UI quite well, and the phone feels fast, so if you care about performance, and performance alone, you cannot go wrong with this phone. Plus, you can see the design here is quite good too. It's minimal, and the color options are nice as well. Plus, the Vivo T3 has good camera performance as well. It does not have an ultra-wide-angle lens, but its primary camera performs surprisingly well. There is an AMOLED screen that runs at 120 Hz here, and this phone also has HDR video playback support on YouTube too. On Netflix, though, it's only the Poco X6 that has Dolby Vision support. All the other devices in my list do not have HDR playback support on OTT platform. Anyway, if the best of the bestest battery backup is what you're looking for under the $20,000 price bracket, then the OnePlus Nord CE4 Lite is easily the best option. It has a big 5,500 milliamp battery that gave me more than 10 hours of screen-on time on normal usage. I know the Galaxy M35 with a 6,000 milliamp hour battery also gives similar backup. But here, on the Nord CE4 Lite, you also get an 80-watt charger bundled inside the box, which charges it much faster than the slower 25-watt on the Galaxy M35. Other specs of this phone are competitive enough too. It has a good quality LCD screen, stereo speakers, decent camera performance, good haptics and all. The only problem with this phone is the fact that it comes with the 3-year-old Snapdragon 695, which is only enough for regular usage and nothing more. But still, if battery life is your top priority, the efficient Snapdragon 695 along with the massive battery provides you with excellent backup. Alright everyone, these are my picks for the best phones you can get under $240. I wouldn't say there is one particular phone that is the best of all, because most options in this price range stand out in one way or the other. So to sum it up for you guys, if you want the most reliable cameras, go with the Samsung Galaxy M35 or the Narzo 70 Pro or the Realme 12 Plus. If you want the best software experience, the Nothing Phone 1 or the Motorola G84 is a good option. If you want the best performance, the iQOO Z7 or the Vivo T2 is a good pick for you. If you want the best multimedia experience, Poco X5 is easily the best pick. And if you want the best battery backup and the fastest charging, the Nord CE3 Lite it is. South, I guess this video was helpful for you to make your purchase decision easy. And if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel. And I will see you in my next video.